As the early morning light of show day moves across the grounds, the anticipation builds. Everything is in place. Dogs have been groomed until their coats are near perfection, and the training never stops. The handlers have worked and prepared, and there is always an air of excitement. The rings have long since been placed, and the show catalogs, the judges' books, and the ribbons have been readied as the show will soon begin. Every detail has been checked again and again. On the surface, the process seems to be relatively simple. However, there is more to the production of a show than one could ever imagine. The show carries the banner of the local club, and many times as well, it also carries the banner of one of the most experienced superintending organizations in the world, MBF Incorporated. MBF is a business that has literally been going to the dogs since 1900. The company is the largest producer of dog shows in the United States, with over 700 shows each year, and the pace at MBF shows no signs of slowing. Our headquarters is located in Greensboro, North Carolina, and we also have an office in Madison Heights, Michigan, near Detroit. Another in Pinole, north of San Francisco, to work with our shows in the western part of the U.S. And we have additional setup staff located in the Philadelphia area. Over 100 employees in these locations work with over $3 million in equipment to prepare for shows from Maine to California and everywhere in between.
Welcome to MBF. I'm Tom Crow, chairman of the board of MBF. MBF stands for Moss, Bow, Foley, three of the leading dog show organizations in the United States in the past 50 years. The organization now is one combined effort on the part of the present leaders of this organization. We are the leaders in technology in dog shows. We have InfoDog, we have Dial and Entry, all things that we have produced within the new organization. We're going to give you a walk through our plant to show you how modern we are and what we do. When you think of MBF, it is not Tom Crow. It is the people of MBF. We have over 100 employees that are here to satisfy your needs and your wants. We at MBF have two mottos. First, people come to dog shows to have fun. If they're not having fun, then we're doing something wrong. We aim to please, and with your help, we can correct those things. Our second motto is, we lead for others to follow. Enjoy your visit with us, and come see us.
Before we move too far along, the history of this fascinating organization needs some attention. Briefly, the Greensboro connection to MBF was Edgar A. Moss. Mr. Moss was an advertising man by trade, but became involved in dog shows in the 1930s. Edgar and his daughter Barbara brought dog shows to the South. They continued their involvement when Tom Crow joined them in 1967 to form Moss Dog Shows Incorporated. The second pillar of MBF, A. Wilson Bow, was a lover of dogs since early in his life. He was a showman, an innovator, and by the late 1940s, Bow Dog Shows was the second largest dog show organization in the country. Moss Dog Shows and Bow Dog Shows eventually merged in the early 70s. George F. Foley had become a regular exhibitor at dog shows by the time he was 18, and the Foley organization grew to become a dominant force in the sport. From 1900, Mr. Foley was responsible for many of the procedures at dog shows that we take for granted today, such as show catalogs and tenting. His company became associated with Moss Bow in 1973. Now that you know a little about our background, let's take you inside MBF and see how a dog show works from the ground up. MBF services are contracted for by clubs of all sizes throughout the U.S. Each gets the same type of detailed, personalized service. It all starts with the signing of the show contract, which is usually done at the end of each year's show. No time is wasted in setting the plans in motion, for the club show is only a year away. Various pieces of information relating to advertising, trophy pledges, premium lists, deadlines, and checklists are given to the club, all of which help the show chairman, club officials, and members to better plan the event.
The MBF representatives that actually physically go to the shows have a very close relationship with the show chairman and the officers of the club. And we as a company send not only licensed superintendents to run the show on the day of the show, but we have separate setup crews whose responsibility is to put up the rings and lay out the mats, etc., etc. They are relied upon by the club. The club knows them by name. We develop a sense of security between the club and our staff, and everybody is happy in the end.
The planning continues with MBF working closely with the club on details such as judging panel and date approvals, premium list preparation, posters, catalog advertising, and much more. Clubs benefit greatly from the wealth of experience offered by MBF, and such is the reason for the hundreds of continuing client relationships. Entries for dozens of shows arrive daily at our offices, by mail, by fax, by overnight delivery, and online through our website. We receive more overnight mail than any other company, and we are the largest bulk mailer in Greensboro. At the same time, show information is available through our operators and through Rolf, our electronic telephone information system.
Please enter the next read number or press number sign to continue. 342 Doberman Pinschers. Judges William J.
As our volume grew in the early 80s and we were looking for a way to reduce the workload of our operators, giving out show information over the telephone, we looked for voice synthesis capabilities, and we found a device made by Digital Equipment Corporation, and we sought them out to find out more about their product. It was still somewhat secret, and they had a product they were working on. They were so fascinated with our business, the dog show business, they came down here, they got on a plane, came to Greensboro, found out what we did, what we wanted to do, and they gave us, top secret, a beta unit. It was a nondescript box at that time. They didn't really even have a name for the product, but they used us as a test site for voice synthesis processing. Rolf takes data in a computer that you would normally see on a screen, and he reads it.
More than 760,000 entries are received each year for the 700-plus shows administered yearly by MBF. And special confidence in MBF is shown by many exhibitors in that they routinely send entries to us for shows being operated by other superintending organizations. Information on upcoming shows is available as well at our site on the World Wide Web, infodog.com. And we are continuing to add features to our website which will benefit clubs and exhibitors.
Our website, infodog.com, literally does everything except take your dog in the ring. If you have a computer, you could use that computer to get the same information that we have printed and mailed for years, and we still continue to print it and mail it, and I'm sure we will for a long time to come. But it is an option, and a convenient option for many people, to do business with us with a computer.
Entries and the accompanying payments are carefully checked, especially when a dog has not been previously shown. Then the dog's information is checked with the American Kennel Club database before the entry is finalized. After a show has been closed for entries, worksheets are run for the club so that judging schedules can be written. Additional reports are also generated for the ribbon division, for armbands, for typesetting, and for the club. A catalog galley is produced and checked for accuracy against the original entry forms. Once the catalog galley is proofread and corrected, acknowledgments are printed and sent to the exhibitors. These acknowledgments, along with judging information, must be sent to the exhibitor by an AKC-specified deadline. Advertising materials have been accepted prior to this time, and all of this material, including photographs, artwork, and logos, are typeset or scanned and printed. We process nearly 10,000 pages of advertising in a year. The catalog galley is then sent to one of MBF's large format image setters for plate making. The catalog is printed in MBF's modern, fully equipped print shop, where we also have full capabilities for folding, collating, binding, and cutting and trimming. We print close to 270,000 catalogs and nearly 3 million premium lists yearly. We've talked about MBF being a full-service organization, and one of our unique services is the production of prize ribbons. From pleating the ribbon to foil stamping to packing in the judges' bags, it is a careful process, for each and every ribbon will be treasured by the proud winner. Once the armbands and the ribbons have been produced, the judges' bags are packed. These include the ribbons, rosettes, armbands, and rubber bands for attaching the armbands to each exhibitor's arm. Then the superintendent's boxes are packed with badges, entry forms, judges' books, stewards' books, group and best in show rosettes, and other show-related materials. All of this is shipped to the show location by air or on MBF's fleet of trucks. Some materials may travel with the superintendents if they fly to a show via the company airplane, which provides extra flexibility in our planning. Occupying space on the trucks is the important physical equipment needed for the show, including ring matting, expandable gates, ring signage, the judges' and superintendents' tables, examining tables, ramps, walkie-talkies, exercise pens, ribbon holders, perhaps benching, and much more. All equipment is built or modified in-house and is routinely painted, repaired, and cleaned in our warehouse. Most of this is set up on the day preceding the show so that all is ready well before the show is set to begin.
On any given weekend, MBF may be doing 2 shows, we may be doing 34 shows. We have personnel to cover all of these shows and give them the individual attention that they deserve. Not only do we have the road crews, but we do have over 20 licensed superintendents. We generally send more than one superintendent to a show to cover anything that may happen. Clubs also choose MBF because of the attitude of performing in a quality way, of providing a quality product, and the fact that there are over 100 people standing behind them that really want them to have a successful event. Through all of this, everybody has to keep in mind that it isn't necessarily an MBF show, although MBF plays a part in it. It's the club show. This may be their one shot. This may be what they've been working toward for the entire year, and everybody here wants to ensure that that club has a really successful event.
On the day of the show, catalogs are delivered to the club for sale to exhibitors and to the public. The club has given a settlement report and check that day as well. Throughout the show, MBF's experienced superintendents work to assure an efficient operation, and personnel constantly input judging results into a laptop computer. This data will be downloaded for the local club and sent electronically to the American Kennel Club. MBF was a pioneer in this methodology. We developed the software program which meets the needs of the AKC Show Records Division.
MBF was a leader when they developed the program that allowed a superintendent to take a laptop computer to the show and key in results on an ongoing basis as the show progressed throughout the day. At the end of the day, when all of the results are complete, MBF is able to transmit this information directly to the American Kennel Club for the processing of awards much quicker than ever before. We're able to allow the clubs to input their information for premium list copy directly into our website and InfoDog. This allows them to control the actual product much more, and it gives us a better edge on ways to speed up the process and get the information back to the club quicker for approval, as well as produce the information and get it in the mail and into the hands of our exhibitors.
The detailed work pays dividends on the day of the show. Everyone expects a smooth running event, and we are dedicated to that end.
MBF has helped our club have a successful show since 1935. That's when the club was organized. We wouldn't think of using another superintendent because MBF helps us to put on a very successful show.
I've been working, it's been my pleasure to work with MBF for the past 25 years in various capacities, from show chairman to president to groundskeepers to almost any other job that you can give in the club. Anytime we call down there, we get great service. And it's a pleasure to go down there. They're cooperative, and they do a hell of a job when they set up the schedule.
MBF has been superintending our shows for over 50 years. They prepare our premium list, our judging schedule, our catalogs. We are very pleased with our catalogs that we get. We want to continue our relationship with MBF for many years to come. They're just wonderful people to work with.
Once a show has been completed, MBF presents the final paperwork to the club along with a contract for the next year's show. This cycle is completed with every show, and as many as 20 to 30 shows may be superintended during any single weekend. However, our work is not completed until we return to the office, print the show results for the club and AKC, mail our show report and the recording fee to the AKC on behalf of the club, and distribute any entries and notes for future shows to the appropriate departments. Very often we work 7 days a week in the office Monday through Friday and on the road Friday to Monday. MBF's commitment to excellence is evident in the preparation and execution of each and every show. The company is employee-owned, and dog shows are our only business. We offer clubs turnkey services and package contracts, and we are innovators in electronic entry and data processing. Our knowledgeable staff is dedicated to making every show a success, and our accuracy and attention to detail shows in our work.
MBF is also known for its resourcefulness. We've had trucks stolen, we've had benching stolen, we've had tractor trailers stolen with equipment on it, but yet we've been able to go on with the show providing what the club needs. We have enough resources with our equipment, with the airplane, with our employees, that we can basically reproduce a show in a matter of a few hours, except for a catalog, and have it appear at a show site again should that need arise.
Most of our clubs have a sense of security due to the fact that our field superintendents and our field setup people have been employed by us for many, many years, and as each year goes by, the clubs become more reliant on our services, and they know what to expect before we get there, and they know when we're going to be able to get out so that they can ramp up the show.
MBF is a quality team that produces the best product and gives the best service of any other superintending organization in the country.
MBF's philosophy is new technology, better ways to produce dog shows. It's a dynamic environment. The technology is constantly changing. We constantly look for new ways to produce shows. There's always new computer equipment. We've been in computers a very long time. Each year brings on a new challenge, and it's almost a keep up or get out situation. So our whole premise is to strive to improve, use the new technology, come up with new ways to do these old things, and then along the way there are new ways to do new things. But basically we still run dog shows. We still print and mail premium list. We take the entries. We write a judging schedule and mail a judging schedule and an ID ticket. We produce ribbons. We typeset and print catalogs, and we go to the show.
MBF's reputation for excellence has been built on a foundation of thousands of successful shows across the country. It is a reputation of which we are proud, and you, our friends and clients, expect nothing less of our company. We promise to continue the tradition for many years to come, and we hope that you will always be a part of the MBF family.